Hello. This is going to be a bit of a double upload of vlogs. Welcome to the Relationship Theory. Here we take thoughts in, we break them down, we build them up, and we play them out. I was out today and I was listening to a video that brought up a very specific word, and it had me think about something I had never thought about before. And I thought it would be really important to bring that to the vlogs and to you all. And it's this idea of redemption, and not the idea actually. I'm thinking very practical here. Redemption. And if you've been listening to these vlogs a lot, you know that you're not going to get this religious aspect of it. If you haven't been to the vlogs, you won't get a religious aspect. You're not going to get some sort of fantastical spiritual idea. I'm here to talk directly to you as a human being who feels things and just validate those things without making it feel like it's outside of your ability to understand something. So redemption came to mind today. And the idea that I had about it was this: there's a substance, that it is a substantial concept to accept within oneself when it comes to forgiveness. It's a bit just beyond forgiveness, though. It's more so the fact that you deserve another chance. You deserve another chance. That's redemption. It's the fact that you deserve another chance and you believe that you deserve it. This is something that I hadn't even thought about myself. We encounter, you might, maybe you have, maybe you haven't, but I'm going to use we anyway. It's just us, right? But we encounter life as if it's a winner's take all. You only have one shot. You lose everything if you fail kind of mentality when it comes to what you're trying to get done in life or what you want out of life. We have very fatalistic views about the time frame in which we are able to possess the things that we want in life. And I am absolutely sure, I'm 110% sure that impedes us, that impedes our desires, that impedes the way that we think about what we deserve. It gets in the way of our ability to forgive ourselves, but it also gets in the way of us manifesting the belief or to allow thoughts to penetrate our brain when it comes to the idea of redemption, that no matter where you find yourself in your mind, or no matter where you find yourself in the physical world, that you still have worth. And not just worth, but you have potential. And not just potential, you have access, power, and value. That's what really hit me when I was heading on the way home, really. And it hit me that, oh wow, forgiveness is not the idea that you still have value or power or worth, or that you're worthy of forgiveness. It doesn't go that far. We know where forgiveness goes, and for a lot of people, that's a difficult place to get to, because we're looking at someone and we know what they've done, and we hold what they've done. We hold that to the person that has done what they've done to us. It's very easy to have a target, but redemption doesn't have a target. It's an entire state of mind. It's an entire belief. It's a whole seed, actually, of a thought that can grow into something. It is a seed of a thought that can turn into a tree of its own. And that, it just really hit me, because I'm big on states of mind. What I believe about states of mind is that it sort of ties into our ability to have more than one personality. People might not understand this just yet, but I think we will soon. When you have a state of mind, it's like possessing a different personality. You're exercising certain parts within you that don't usually have access to the outside world. It's like a musician who takes their concept of music theory and they apply it to hockey. There's a way to do it, and there is an understanding that aligns itself from music to hockey, but it's being able to apply it. It's thinking about how it applies, and then physically exercising that so that you can feel out the awareness and dimensions around you that correspond with skates or ice skates and music. There is a correlation, but it's like the actual practice of it that is like a personality. That is like a state of mind. It's a state of mind to be able to cross over concepts like those. So when it comes to redemption, that's just another example of a state of mind that doesn't get enough sunlight. It doesn't get enough practical exercise. Redemption is not embodied. It's once you get past forgiving someone, there's also that obstacle of forgiving yourself for certain things, because you have a standard of yourself and you hold yourself to a standard because, well, you know who you are, people might say. If you don't, sometimes forgiveness is harder because you don't know who you are, because you want to judge yourself thinking that you ought to know. And redemption, and once you get past forgiving someone and then forgiving yourself, there's the idea that you are still going to fail. And in those cases, what does that say about you? If you know that there's nothing to forgive about yourself when you fail or when someone else fails, what else is left? It's like hope. I have a post on the relationship theory where I say hope is mercy you give to yourself. There's a whole bunch of posts where I'm tying in concepts and thoughts like faith and grace and mercy and desire and hope. I tie them together because they have relationships with each other that play themselves out in daily life. But hope is mercy you give yourself. And what is mercy? Mercy, if I say this correctly, mercy is grace that faith could not see. It's either that or it's mercy is faith that grace could not see. And the idea behind that is mercy. If it's mercy, faith, and grace, the idea behind it is that faith is sound. Faith is your ability to rely on the sound, the vibration of something, and to embody it and believe it to be true. And then when it comes to grace, I like to describe grace as great space, like it's the extra amount of leeway you give to something. So imagine having faith that goes beyond grace. That's what you have when it comes to mercy. Perhaps there are certain things that you do not hear, but you believe them anyway. When you give yourself hope, that's what that is. So that's also where you find redemption. You find redemption in the things beyond failure and beyond hope. There's still some type of value, power. It's inherent. The potential is fully there. The capability is completely, wholly present. And all that redemption asks of you is to step into it. So that's what I wanted to share about my thoughts on redemption. It just hit me, and I felt like I had to share this with you guys. And I really hope that this helps any of you out there that are either trying to forgive yourselves or find some kind of worth. Just know that it's more than you finding your worth. It's knowing that the worth is outside of what you believe you're worth. It's more than thinking that there's a price that will venerate you. It's more than thinking that being priceless venerates you. It has nothing to do with your old concepts. It's completely foreign to what you know. That's redemption. So I hope you guys got something from this, and good night.